Yo, what's happening, people? This is your match review for Arsenal versus Sheffield United in a game that ended in a 1-1 draw at the Emirates Stadium. So, yeah, we hosted Sheffield United today at the Emirates. And in terms of the lineup going into the game, we obviously knew Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang was suspended for his red card last week against Palace. And so Martinelli came in, as most expected him to come in straight into the starting lineup today. But he obviously goes into the left wing position, and Lacazette stays up front with Pepe wide right. Torreira recovered from his injury that took him off in the first half against Palace, and Kolasinac, who we heard got injured in training during the week, was replaced by Saka. And then I start from Mustafi as well. People probably surprised about that. He came in due to the illness of Socrates, of course. Callum Chambers out for the season as well, and Holden just not getting his fitness right as well. So yeah, Socrates was ill. So yeah, Mustafi came in and partners Luis at the back. So happy with that lineup from what we have available. Nelson also picked up an injury, so he didn't make the bench, and Eddie Nketiah back from his loan spell at Leeds United, which I'm very, very happy about. In terms of the game itself, Sheffield United definitely started the better of the teams. Had some chances in the first half, especially very early on with, I think Maitland-Niles gave away the ball, and Sheffield United sort of came down the left, put a ball in, and Mousse really should have done better and tested Leno with his chance. And then we created some chances as well in that first half. It took us a little bit while to get going. As I said, Sheffield United had a couple of chances, nothing major. I said the Mousse header was the big one. Apart from that, there wasn't nothing else major. But then we started to press on, and it was sort of the Martinelli show in the first half, really. He had the chances of balling wide from Pepe after some good play from him, getting down the wing. Martinelli come with a volley from the left, just wide. Then he had another chance again. Pepe dancing around Sheffield United defenders, as he does, as we know he can do. Sliding one in for Martinelli, who put it wide. So already then, couple of half chances. One coming in from the left and one sort of through the middle. And now you're thinking, all right, but you're playing left wing. But this is the movement that we want. This is what he can see from Aubameyang when Aubameyang played left wing last week, or sort of left of the front three. He scored his goal going through the middle because of that movement. And Martinelli already then showing that movement coming into the middle. And then sort of as the game was kind of going to edge out for a 0-0 at half-time, movement again for Martinelli. This kid is something else. He knows where the goal is. He's a Brazilian. Them man already know where the goal is. But yeah, he knows exactly where the goal is. He gets into the middle. As many say, I've heard Rio Ferdinand and all these pundits talk about it. You ain't going to score goals from being on the wide by the quarter flag, even if you're a winger. Look at Mane, look at Salah. You get your goals from getting into the 6-yard box. And what does he do? His movement takes him into the 6-yard box. Ball gets flicked wide to Saka, and Saka's cross deflected into the path of Martinelli, and he gets a tap in. You're thinking, yeah, it's a tap in. Anyone can score a tap in. Yes, anyone can score a tap in, but not everyone has the movement to get into there. We've seen there's so many strikers in the Premier League you're watching this season who should be scoring more than they are, but they don't get in the positions to. He does. He got in the position. He anticipated that the cross was going to come in from Saka, stayed onside, and as it was deflected in past the goalkeeper, he had an empty net to put it in. Second youngest goal scorer for Arsenal in the Premier League. I think Oxlade-Chamberlain is the youngest for Arsenal. So yeah, he's in some good company there, man. Was brilliant, especially in that first half. And yeah, more to come from him, hopefully. And then yeah, into the second half, I felt like we started better in the second half as well. A couple of half chances, maybe not enough to test the Sheffield United goalkeeper. But and then we got onto the major talking point. You lot's brethren VAR. Now, on Mike Dean's 500th Premier League appearance, Pepe runs through the Sheffield United defence, as I said, dancing through as he does. Wriggles past one defender, cuts in of O'Connell, gets the ball through O'Connell, I believe it was, who stuck out a leg. He stuck out a leg and didn't get the ball, okay? That's one argument. When you're looking at things like penalties, you're looking at, did they get the ball? So no, O'Connell stuck out a leg, did he get the ball? No. Did he catch Pepe? Yes, you can clearly see the knee hits Pepe's leg, and Pepe goes over. There was no exaggeration in it. It was a clear trip from O'Connell. He stuck out his leg and Pepe goes over. So I don't understand what the VAR are looking for in that situation. The man misses the ball, the man catches Pepe. Forget that there was a covering defender. That doesn't even mean anything that there was a covering defender. Pepe had the ball and he went through. If he didn't stick out his leg out, he may not have got the ball anyway, but he did. He stuck his leg out in the box. Pepe ran through to get the ball that he flicked on, and the referee didn't give a penalty, which I don't understand in the first place. Like Mike Dean, you saw it and you decided not to give a penalty, but that's Mike Dean in a nutshell for me. And VAR, someone is sitting in the studio watching that clip 3 or 4 times and says, keep the play going on. We're good with that. What are you good with, VAR? Like, what are you actually good with? What are you doing here? That's a guaranteed penalty kick if ever I've seen one. What do we have to do to get a penalty kick in that situation? As I said, I don't like VAR, whether it's for us or against us. It went against us for 2 weeks in a row now. Arguments, people will say the Bamiyang one was right. Today, I don't know how you can disagree with that decision. You know, we're supposed to trust in this system, but they're consistently getting things wrong, and this is a terrible decision from VAR today to do that. However, we didn't get the decision, and yeah, then last sort of 10-15 minutes of the game, we sort of looked a bit tired and vulnerable. Made a few changes. Lacazette came off and Nketiah came on, but they just looked like it was tired legs out there at the back, and we sat back. Credit to Sheffield. They pressed more, but, you know, we're happy when we win the games 1-0, but 1-0 to the Arsenal isn't always the easiest thing to do in the Premier League, because so many teams, whether they're just come up from the Championship last year as Sheffield United or have been there for a while, they'll come at you, and they'll come at you and try to get that goal in the last sort of 10-15 minutes. So it's not always easy to hold on. We needed that second goal, like we got against Manchester United a few weeks ago. Killed the game off. You know what I mean? When we got that second goal against Man United, we killed the game off, and we couldn't do that today. And that led to us just waiting to see if we could hold it. We didn't do it against Chelsea, and we didn't do it again today. Good ball in wide from Sheffield United, flicked on by Billy Sharp, and John Fleck scored for Sheffield United, hit into the ground and went in. And I think, yeah, we are without our number one striker. Of course, we all know that. We all understand that. The situation is what it is. And then that means that the guys who are playing there have to step up and fill in the void. Lacazette, given the captain's armband today, of course, was the main striker. But I feel like his role, in a sense, was to play a little bit of like a false nine to let Pepe and Martinelli in behind. Maybe that was the game plan. So I'm not blaming people for not doing enough, but we should be creating more opportunities for us to score. Of course, when you try to and you get hacked down and VAR don't want to talk about it, there's nothing you can do. You have to keep on going. And we didn't, and we conceded the goal. And, we ended up drawing the game and dropping 2 points. I feel like it's 2 points dropped because I thought we actually did play well. We just let them come at us. And I think Sheffield started and ended well, but in the middle of the game, I don't think they really did much. But yes, it's obviously disappointing to not get the 3 points today. But this is a work in progress. We're in 10th place at the moment, 4 points behind Sheffield United in 7th. But, I'm not expecting miracles. I don't expect Arsenal to get into the top 4. I don't expect Arsenal to get into Europa League next year. We're just trying to work on how we're bringing our football into next season. So yeah, we'll see what happens with that. In terms of my man of the match, I have to give it to the Brazilian Martinelli. Only Jadon Sancho, I think, as a teenager, has scored more goals than him in Europe this season. He's got 9 goals from 10 starts. He's first in the Premier League, of course, and big things to come from him. We hope, man, because he's got a lot of quality. He's got hunger. He's got pace. He's got a good shot on him. He carries that bit of desire that you kind of need as a young kid, who believes in himself. A bit like we've seen with Mason Greenwood, a bit like we've seen with Jadon Sancho. These youngsters, when they believe in themselves, they can do good things. So, yeah, man, I expect a lot from him to come. Pressure on him, of course. Aubameyang suspended for the game against Chelsea next at Stamford Bridge on Tuesday. So, and Nelson out of a hamstring injury, we think. So it's going to be him or Eddie Nketiah, and I can't see him being dropped. So, we look forward to see what more to come from Martinelli. But as I said, in terms of the Premier League, I'm not even expecting much to see from us. But I just want performances, like earn your spot to be here next season. That's what the players need to do now. It's January now. Hopefully, we can get in a couple of short-term deals. Talks of Kazawa coming in from PSG as a covering left back. We had Saka out there, left back today. He didn't do too bad, but with Tierney out for the majority of the season and Kolasinac picking up lots of niggles, I think Arteta just looking to bring someone else in that position. But we'll wait and see what happens with that. Guys, thanks for watching the review.